The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston was built to house some of the finest cultural artifacts on Earth. But if you walk through the Dutch Room today, you'll hit a jarring visual gap. Massive, ornate frames hang completely empty against the teal wallpaper. These frames act as permanent placeholders for 13 masterworks that vanished in a single night over 3 decades ago. The cultural and financial value of what used to hang here is staggering. The thieves walked out with pieces like Rembrandt's The Storm on the Sea of Galilee, his only known seascape. At a combined estimated value of over $500 million, you are looking at the remnants of the largest unsolved art heist in human history. Over the last 30 years, forensic science and digital tracking have advanced rapidly, yet all 13 pieces remain entirely unrecovered. Investigators actually started with plenty of material. They had security logs, detailed suspect descriptions, and crime scene photographs documenting exactly how the thieves operated. The authorities held a comprehensive map of the intruders' movements, yet they had no path to an arrest. Every piece of physical evidence eventually led back to an empty wall. On March 18, 1990, Boston was quiet. Most of the city was asleep. Shortly after midnight, 2 men walked up to the museum's side entrance. They wore police uniforms and claimed they were responding to a disturbance call. Standard security protocol dictates that guards must verify a call before opening the doors. Instead, the guards believed the uniforms and let the men inside. Within minutes, the intruders ordered the guards to face the wall, handcuffed them, and locked them in the basement. No weapons were fired and no alarms were tripped. 2 men gained total, undisputed control of a heavily fortified cultural institution by exploiting human trust in authority. This chart plots the duration of the Gardner heist against standard art thefts. Notice that sharp, rapid spike on the left. Typical thieves grab what they can and flee within minutes. The Gardner thieves stayed inside for 81 minutes. They didn't scramble in the dark. They moved methodically from gallery to gallery, deliberately bypassing several highly valuable pieces to zero in on specific targets. Once they reached those targets, they abandoned any pretense of care. Rather than unscrewing the heavy wooden frames, they took blades and brutally sliced the canvases directly out. By the time they walked out the door, they carried 13 irreplaceable pieces, including Johannes Vermeer's highly recognizable masterpiece, The Concert. Their extreme patience left investigators with nothing but slashed edges. They spent 81 minutes surgically removing $500 million from the historical record. By morning, the FBI had mobilized. Agents swarmed the property, documenting every forensic trace to map out exactly who could have orchestrated the break-in. Investigators looked closely at museum staff for signs of inside help. They also tracked down members of local and international organized crime syndicates, hunting for anyone looking to fence high-value art. Decades passed. International police cooperation expanded, and millions of dollars in reward money were offered. Every single theory collapsed. It is now clear that the sheer volume of forensic detail was an illusion. The profiling and evidence gathering resulted in 0 convictions, proving the thieves essentially outsmarted the system. Somewhere right now, those paintings exist. They might be sealed in a climate-controlled private collection or decaying in a forgotten storage locker. Back in Boston, the Gardner Museum refuses to fill the empty frames. They hang exactly where they were left in 1990. The staff chose to leave them up as a stark reminder of what the public lost. They are a physical manifestation of a massive cultural wound. The Gardner heist remains an active, ongoing absence. $500 million in human history is gone, and the frames are still waiting for masterpieces that may never come home.